Tash and welcome back to my channel, Happy Artist. As you can see, I am jumping for joy. This painting could not have come out better. This is video 1 of my giveaway for the month of October. Yay! If you're not sure about my giveaway, have a quick look at the video, the link is up top, where I explain how my giveaway is going to work for this month. I definitely do like the accidental pause that we always try, but I do find that sometimes venturing off into something that is an actual picture, landscape, creature, does have its rewarding properties as well. I have had this image in the back of my mind since I started this channel for a beautiful landscape with a starry night. In this video, I'm going to show you how I got it right and a few of the mistakes that I made along the way. The question for this video is, what is the brand and type of paint that I use? If you want to know how I've mixed my paints, have a quick look at the link at the top. That's how I usually mix my paints. I've just added in a slight little bit of water to thin down the paints a little further because I wanted them to move quite freely on the canvas. So I've gone from my black into my dark blue, into my light blue, which is then going to contrast on the dark green landscape that I'm going to paint. The idea for here was painting them in banners and then using a paper towel to swipe over them, and then we're kind of blending them into each other. As you can see, as I start to do it, I notice that I'm pulling all the paint off the side of the canvas. So I stop, turn around and start pouring the other way. Luckily, I had more than enough paint on the canvas to rather just tilt it and get the paint to cover both sides. Now I have to try and figure out how am I going to mix these in. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Let's go a little crazy, yeah? This is where I used my straw to do a little bit of a Dutch technique. And I mixed the light blue into the dark blue into the black by blowing on the straw. I love what it did here. Immediately, instead of it being this beautiful, almost very, very late sunset going into night, it landed up being more of a stormy night feel. This is where I started fighting with myself, whether or not I should try and do cells to try and create the stars, or just the usual toothbrush flick technique. I decided to do the flick technique because I was a bit more comfortable with knowing how it was going to turn out. A few tips when it comes to that flick technique. Always test it before you do it on your actual painting. The amount of bristles, the strength of the bristles, the paint that you're using, how thin the paint is, and how you flick is all going to determine how those dots are going to look. The last thing you want is to start spraying and it makes a line of white paint. I must say, since I've moved over to the Artjamming student acrylic paints, I've loved the texture of the paints, and it makes it so much easier for mixing to the right consistencies and getting the results that you want. Now it came to the trees, and I had absolutely no idea how these were going to turn out. As you can see, I struggled a little bit with the green paint drowning into the blue for a while, until I seemed to get it right. I did a little bit of a highlight with the yellows, but I do feel that once it's dried, and I'll show you that picture now, unfortunately because my paint was quite thin, the paint moved on the canvas quite a bit, making my trees go a little bit drunk. But what do you think of my first landscape attempt of a stormy, starry night? I hope that you enjoyed this painting. Don't forget to put that answer in the comment section below. The first 5 people to comment will get points that will go towards the final tally and the prize. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ciao for now. So I definitely tested this first and I loved what happened, so I did it onto the canvas. Onto the canvas. As you can see in the beginning, I struggled a little bit with the